name is Sharonica, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. How did that one do?
That was very good. Do just maybe one or two more, okay?
Is this the true undisputed right here?
We're gonna get it done, and you know what? There won't be any
more dispute.
games or bullshit about what it is. So
Why do you think Devin has been so much avoided? Why do you think he's been like one of the most avoided fighters like out there?
He's a talented guy. No disrespect there. That's not my business. Maybe they can't get the right fights.
I love George Kambosos, so I don't want to pick holes in what he's saying, but someone's not telling George Kambosos the truth, because the Zone are very, very happy for Kambosos against Haney. They're also very, very happy for Kambosos against Ryan Garcia. He's a big draw. We've already spoke to the Zone. There's a deal in place to try and make this happen. We have made a deal suggestion in writing to Lou DiBella and George Kambosos' team. We've not received anything in writing. Devin Haney is ready to go. And I hope George sees this email, because I love George and I love Jim and I love the team. Devin Haney is ready to get on a plane and make the undisputed fight. There's no money issues, there's no vaccine issues, there's nothing. He will take the fight. Don't worry about people that might take the fight in August or September or might even not be fighting by then. Make the undisputed fight. You know, I always say this, someone's telling him things that aren't right. And it baffles us, because Bill Haney messaged me and goes, what's he on about? You know, we're speaking to the Zone. They like the fight. We're ready to go. The money's, there. It's not an issue. So let's make the fight.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? If you've been watching my previous videos on this story, then you know I've remained extremely optimistic that this fight between George Kambosos and Devin Haney was going to come to fruition, despite the fact that it always felt the same way it felt when Devin was trying to pursue a Teofimo fight, when he was trying to pursue a Ryan Garcia fight, even when he was trying to pursue the Jojo Diaz fight. It felt the same way. It felt in this Kambosos situation as if it was always Devin Haney trying to find a way to corner Kambosos into taking the fight. This situation never came off as if both fighters just couldn't wait to get in the ring to become undisputed. It always seemed like it was a one-way street. And now George Kambosos' manager, or his promoter, I should say, Lou DiBella, he just came out and he just recently said that we are moving on. He said initially we made an offer to Eddie Hearn, who made a counter offer that was insulting and ridiculous. Once again, Operation MBF is in full effect, especially in the lightweight division right now. We already know that Kambosos, or at least I'm telling you guys if you don't know, George Kambosos is not going to get a better offer than he's gotten from DAZN. Once again, the DAZN offer included you fighting for undisputed. Haney has already agreed to come to Australia. You just heard Eddie Hearn say in that clip that I played for you guys, there was never any money issues. In fact, even George himself, he never really talked about money. He just kept talking about the location. His main stipulation was the fight had to be in Australia. I'm telling you guys right now, this Operation NBF is really destroying the sport of boxing. Lou DiBella, he had already actually said a while ago, way before he talked about this moving on, he had already suggested that George Kambosos should take an easy fight as opposed to jumping right in the ring with Devin Haney, which the actual translation is he and everyone else that's on Kambosos' team, they have no confidence that he can beat somebody like Devin Haney. I mean, because how do you explain the fact that Devin Haney's whole team, they're pushing hard for this fight? And when it comes to George Kambosos and his team, they're trying to do everything possible to get out of the fight. But with George Kambosos and his team, what they don't understand is if you lose to Devin Haney, you could easily come back and you can still try to chase a Ryan Garcia fight. You can still try to chase a Lomachenko fight. But who knows? Maybe he just doesn't want to give his belts to Devin Haney. Maybe he doesn't want that to be the person that he loses to. There's no doubt about it, Kambosos, he sees how dangerous and how hard it will be to beat Devin Haney, and now he's looking for an easier opponent than Devin Haney would be, and that's Ryan Garcia. That's who George Kambosos really wants to fight. The situation is analogous to the Jojo Diaz situation. Remember, Jojo was fighting in the title eliminator to become the mandatory for Devin Haney's belt. Soon as Jojo won the fight, all of a sudden he calls out Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia, before it was Jojo, Ryan was the #1 contender for Devin Haney's belt. And Ryan Garcia stepped down from that position of being Devin Haney's #1 contender. But then Jojo Diaz, who once again was the #1 contender, he decided to try to make a Ryan Garcia fight. And because Ryan Garcia turned down the fight, it kind of forced him to take the Devin Haney fight, because Devin ended up offering him the same amount that they claimed they were going to make when it came to Ryan Garcia, or against Ryan Garcia. I'm telling you guys right now, if George Kambosos completely walks away from this opportunity to become undisputed fighting against Devin Haney, once again, for a good payday on top of everything else, this is going to make George Kambosos look horrible. He's going to look really, really bad, and it's going to be hard for him to justify taking a Lomachenko fight when Lomachenko just came off of a loss to the guy that Kambosos just beat, and Loma doesn't have a belt. And then if it's possible for George Kambosos to take the Ryan Garcia fight, that will make him look even worse. So let's see if George Kambosos and his team gets a better and a bigger deal than the one that was offered to them by Team Haney. I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Or whatever the case may be. Why not just make it happen for all the belts, no matter what?
Oh no, we're gonna do that.
Good. As long as
If it make, it gotta
as
make
long as
sense.
it makes
No,
sense.
of course.
And I know you already said you come to Charlotte. So that's beautiful, because I've had
I'll fight
really,
you on Jupiter if I got to.
Hey, I told Eddie if someone pulls out, I'll fight this weekend,
No,
regardless of the
no,
cut.
no,
I'll fight this
no,
weekend,
no,
but
no.
no one's
Do you
pulling
respect
out.
Devin as a champion in your division? Do you respect him as a champion in your division?
Yes, of course I respect him. I always have respected him, and he knows how much I've respected him, and there is a mutual respect here. But if things go right, and the dotted line obviously gets signed by both sides,
Is this the
things will
true
probably change.
undisputed?
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. Now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.